going on, dudes and dudettes? So USC in the first college football playoff rankings is number 19, so one spot better than we're in the AB poll, which is nice. But then they also did find out from head coach Lincoln Riley that John Jarrett, one of their top guys that they brought into the transfer portal on the defensive line, is having season-ending surgery. They didn't specify what, but he will be out for the remainder of the season. Same thing with the Chargers. They have a couple players like that, but Joe Alt, their main guy recently, the offensive lineman who came back from being injured, is now out for the season, so that was tough to hear after the game. But then, yeah, they did have some bright spots in that game against the Titans. Their newly acquired Odofe Awe, their defensive end in a trade, he had 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 4 pressures, and 3 run stops. Even the linebacker Deion Henley had an amazing game after what he had to go through from Friday. He had 9 tackles, 1 sacks, 1 pass breakup, and yeah, I believe he had lost his brother in some type of homicide incident that happened. And yet he still played, which is pretty crazy. But luckily the team had his back and they were able to get this victory. And then when it comes to leading the top 5, Daniel Jones is actually now leading the NFL in passing yards. Even Justin Herbert is right behind him, number 2. And the Chargers actually made 2 trades. A big one was getting the offensive lineman Trevor Penning from the Saints, and they sent out a 2027 6th-round pick. But then they also received a 2028 conditional 7th-round pick for their defensive back Jasir Taylor to be sent to the Jets. Those aren't too bad of trades in my opinion, but we'll see how those guys do, or that guy does, and Trevor Penning. But there are a couple guys out there, according to Chargers World, that they can still look at who are on practice squads or free agents. So a couple guys, especially on the offensive line, that they could still look at. And according to the 33rd team, the rookie receiving leaders after week 9, Arondé Gadsden of the Chargers is still up there with 453, so congrats to him. And then when it comes to Duke, before that game against Clemson, Darian Mensah is part of the Davey O'Brien quarterback class, which always goes to the top quarterback. Even the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award, he was now in the top 10 after that last game, which is pretty cool. But then after the Clemson game, he is now the Davey O'Brien Great 8, whatever that means. Of course, after throwing 361 and 4 touchdowns against Clemson, he was even like a Manning Award Star of the Week. He got that honor from that Manning camp, which is pretty cool. And then the ACC Players of the Week went, of course, to Darian Mensah, the quarterback, and a specialist / special teamer, Samar Hagans, who had a punt return touchdown in that game too. So yeah, big time victory for them, especially a place they haven't won in a couple of decades too. So yeah, that was great to see for Duke.